Hello everybody. Today we're gonna do something interesting. So I want to see if Claude 3.5 Sonnet can turn a blog post into a infographic of sorts. And I'm also going to see if we can turn an infographic into a live interactive demo. So without further ado, I found this article on the advantages and disadvantages of artificial intelligence by Simply Learn. If you guys are on YouTube, you'll see Simply Learn. They have a huge channel with a bunch of tutorials. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just copy all this information, which is a lot. Actually, I know I'm on the free version, so I don't want to exceed that. I'm going to just copy until here. What I'm going to do is, can you turn the following into an infographic? Let's see, interactive infographic. Okay, and I'm gonna click enter, and let's see if it can turn that long piece of content into an interactive infographic. So what it's doing now, it's designing a React component that showcases these advantages in an engaging and interactive way, and that's the first thing. So text to infographic. The second thing I want to do is turn images to infographics. So let's see if this does anything here. So I'm going to click on that. All it's doing is basically, I mean, it did something there, right? But can you make it look more pretty with charts and graphs? See, that's a very, the article itself is probably not a good example of what an interactive infographic probably looks like, but this is a good test to see how it can perform under difficult circumstances. So it's building this out, and while it's doing that, what I want to do is I'm just looking at a couple of, so if you guys ever want to see very beautiful infographics, always go to Reddit Infographics. It's pretty cool. So I'm just seeing if they have like, let's take this one. I'm going to take 3 of these, and I'm going to try to see if we can turn that into an interactive infographic. So let's see here. What's interesting? U.S. market capitalization to money supply. Okay, no. Number of hours people sleep on typical nights across the world. Maybe that's something interesting. We'll do those 3. And I'm going to just save this image. Or can I copy it? I could probably copy it. Oh, it's unsupported libraries or icons detected. Let's start a new one. I think maybe that one's just a lost cause. Can you turn the following into an interactive infographic? Make sure to only use supported libraries. And I copy the image, and let's see here. So that is a pretty complicated image. It's this one here where it's a US dollar system, and international regulators and supranationals, offshore Eurodollar systems, banks, and you can barely read the text here. So this would actually be, I would be surprised if it can actually do something like that. But yeah, while that's loading, let's actually prepare the next one. Okay, so it did something. Let's look back. Let's look at the actual. So international regulators and supranationals, group of 20. So let's click on international, and it says, what does it say? Includes group of 20, FSB, IMF, World Bank, and global financial institutions, U.S. governments and entities, payments and settlement systems of transferring money and settling transactions. Let's go back here. Where does it say payments and settlements? I cannot find it here. Settlement banks. Okay, let's go back. Onshore investors, hedge funds, mutual funds. Can you make it look more pretty with charts and colors? And see if we can do that. Hopefully it doesn't make that same mistake where it doesn't actually run again. But if that one doesn't work, let's try the next one. I'm going to copy this one, and I'm just going to prepare myself when it finishes loading this infographic. But yeah, I mean, it's not always going to be perfect, obviously, but the fact that it can, again, unsupported libraries or icons detected, bank. So let me just copy this and see if it can fix it itself. Yeah, unfortunately, if you've seen some of these videos on YouTube where they show people actually taking like an image and turning it into an infographic, I think the easier the image is, the easier it is for it to actually build it. The more complicated in images, I think it probably has a tougher time. But the fact that it can do anything like this is still leaps and bounds. So, okay, it did something there. Let's click on international regulators. Okay, is this accurate? JP Morgan 3386. Can I find JP Morgan here, and can I find a number beside that? I'm not seeing any numbers, so I'm not sure where it got those numbers from. Let's look at U.S. government entities. So does this change the chart here? JP Morgan. So I guess the chart doesn't actually change, but you can see if I click on any of these, you can see this part: dollar status around the world, fixed peg with USD, official, unofficial use 63%. Yeah, the infographic is kind of complicated for me to actually look at on first glance. So I'm not sure if that information is accurate, but the fact that it was able to do something like that is still pretty crazy if you ask me. Let's do the next one. Can you turn the following into an infographic? Remember to only use supported libraries. No, let's go back here, copy it. Oh, did I not did it? Okay. Can you create an interactive infographic and only use supported libraries? Okay, now what it's going to do is it's going to take this image, which is the top 10 US companies market cap reaches China's GDP in June 2024. And it talks about Microsoft and Apple and Nvidia, Google, Amazon, Meta. I can't remember what the B stands for, or any of the other ones, Tesla. So let's go back and let's see what it was able to do. So it did something for sure. It was able to understand that it's from, remember, if we go back here, right? Does it say Microsoft anywhere? I don't think so. It understood from the logo that is Microsoft 335. So you can see 335 trillion, Nvidia, Amazon, Berkshire, Eli Lilly, Tesla, Meta, Alphabet, Apple, Broadcom. It was able to get that. Let's see if it gets the numbers right. So in 2024, 625, China's GDP hit about $18 trillion. And if we go back here, China's GDP 18.2 trillion, and the top 10 US firms total market cap 18.2. That is insane. That is crazy. Holy crap. Oh, well, I'm out of free messages, but that was impressive enough for us to actually be like, damn, that is insane. Like the stuff that people can do soon. Like, for example, I work as a marketing manager as my day job, and just turning this data into interactive presentations would be amazing. Yes, I'm excited for the future. I'm very excited for the future. I'm just wondering what GPT-4o or OpenAI has under their, like, what do they have? I'm pretty sure they have something amazing to share. I'm just surprised that Sonnet or Claude or Anthropic was able to come out of nowhere, really, just after like a Gemini had their whole developer conference, like Google had their whole developer conference, and OpenAI had their whole like her moment, and then Claude just comes out with something like, hey, that's cool and all, but we got something more amazing, and they didn't even make it a big deal. Like it's like, oh, it's just another day. Yeah, that is crazy. Man, I'm just impressed. I'm just impressed. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. I'm out of free messages. So yeah, until next time, see you guys later. Take care and bye.